So I think this is the this is the second demo session. This last Sunday, yesterday, right? We had a demo session. So where I had just quickly, I had taken you through the course content, right, at high level. What is the agenda for today's class? We'll be starting the class maybe after 2 or 3 more demos. I'm planning to start it from this Wednesday onwards, right? So today and tomorrow I'll be preparing you for the course, and also I'll be answering all your queries, right? So before we jump into other things, let us first quickly summarize, right, what we have discussed on Sunday's class. Few of you have missed Sunday's class. Many of you today is the first class, right? So what I will do is I will just give a quick overview, right, what we have done on Sunday's class, and then I will also talk about new topics and answer your doubts and move forward. So basically, I will introduce myself first. I will be a course instructor. I have around 12 years of experience into IT, right? Currently, I'm working as a staff data scientist in one of the leading MNC. It's better you can go and check my profile on LinkedIn. It's like Sasmitha Panigrahi, and then you can check with data science keyword, right? You will find my profile there. I am also a PhD scholar. I'm continuing my research. I completed my master's in 2016, and then I joined as a data scientist. Prior to that, I was working as a software engineer. Teaching wise, I'm into this for last 7 years. Okay? So this entire curriculum I have summarized. Let me open the file what we have discussed on Monday's class. Yeah, so very messy note. Again, I will just quickly give you a brief, right? So this entire curriculum is basically for everyone. I am assuming you all are beginner, right? Level 0. So there are two things. One is your like few of you already have some experience, like you're already working as a software engineer or any other technical field, and few people will be from non-technical field, right? So all are welcome. Everyone can join this course. Having said that, if you are from non-technical background, you have to go through Durga sir's Python course, right? So Durga sir's Python recording as soon as possible, right? Once you have enrolled for this course, please go through Durga sir's Python recording. It is from very scratch, like what is interpreter, from that level to a level where you can understand what is decorator, what is generator. So in this Python, almost like 200 hours of content, you will get everything. So what is Python, how to install Python, right? What is interpreter, what is like data structure, list, tuple, set, dictionary, what is file handling, exception handling, right? And then object-oriented concepts, like what is class, what is a module, what is a library, right? What is a package, basically. And then we also in that, you will also understand what is decorator generators. This is what is needed. So apart from that, if you are from technical background, directly, I think you can understand. So I will also give you Python, but I am mostly focusing on the important modules. So Python is just a refresher, you can say, quick revision we will do, right? So entire curriculum is of 2 months, right? And it's very much organized, almost like 50 hours of content, 40 to 50 hours of content. All our live sessions, every class will be recorded. Within 2 hours, you will be getting the Python recording, the class recorded videos will be uploaded on the drive. And the timing will be mostly 9 to 10, right? 9 to 10 p.m., right? I think this is the best timing because people will have office calls. So I mean, we can also push it like 9:30 to 10:30. Let me know. So both timings are available. 9 to 10 or 9:30 to 10:30. We'll connect, right? So entire curriculum is divided into 3 major modules. The first module is course preparatory module, right? Course preparatory module means before you jump into the major modules like machine learning and all, you need to understand the basic concepts. That is like language. So Python, core Python, in the sense Python for data science, I will cover. So in my course, I will be starting with pandas, right? I will be starting with NumPy. And then I will also talk about core Python very quickly. I will talk about core Python concepts, like what is a function, if, else, while, for loop and all, followed by data structure, list, tuple, set, dictionary, right? So I will call that core Python concepts, right? And I have a YouTube channel. I can also share you the link where I am going to post my own Python recorded sessions, and it will not be 200 hours. It will be super quick, just 15 hours of video for the entire Python. So if I will not recommend if you are from very much non-technical background, but if you have some understanding, I think this is a quick, all the things like entire Python I will be covering in 15 hours, right? In that YouTube channel, which is free, like everybody can watch. I'll share you the link. But having said that, in this class, Pandas, NumPy, and Core Python we will cover in very in-depth way. Apart from that, visualization is also included as course preparatory. So visualization, what we will cover? Plotly library I will cover. So when I'm saying visualization, it's not like how to do scatter plot, how to do box plot. Yes, we will do that, but it's the grammar of visualization. Means what? What is a histogram? What is where you will use histogram basically, right? If you want to understand relationship, what chart you need to use. If you want to understand outliers are present or not, what chart you will use. You want to understand, let's say, statistically two columns are related or not, like what chart you need to use. So different, the grammar of every chart, right? So that you will understand in this. And we will create dashboards, like 1 or 2 customer sales report, and a lot of other different kind of dashboards, 1 to 2 dashboards we will discuss. After that, the second module will start. In the second module, we will have ML and statistics, followed by we will have deep learning and NLP. So this is the major module, and these 2 modules will go parallelly. It's not like one after another. So ML and AWS will go parallelly. So obviously after this we'll start statistics. Once statistics is completed, ML, cloud is everywhere. So every project will be deploying on cloud. After statistics, I'll give you a brief about AWS. And once you have like AWS account and you understand the basic concepts, it's all hands-on, right? There is no theory in AWS. So you have to do it and then only you have to learn it. So what I'm going to do is, here we have like 7 to 8 projects, right? So let's say today I am talking about linear regression. So what is linear regression? This is a machine learning algorithm. So how I'm going to cover this? So every map, like let's say I will just write like this, derive every equation's complete logical interpretation. Once we understood the map 100%, we'll move to a project. Let's say sales forecasting, right? Sales forecasting project. So what we will do? End to end, like data collection, data pre-processing, model building, model validation, and model deployment. So entire thing, right? I will talk about starting to end pipeline. So this is called full stack data science. Means what? You from data collection, different sources, data can be in SQL, data can be in NoSQL, data can be in big data clusters, data can be in local systems like CSV, Excel files. Data can be text files, image files, video files, any format of data, how to collect it, how to process it, how to clean it, how to build model using ML, and then how to validate the model, whether it is working correctly or not, and finally how to deploy in production. So this is something which is integrated. So this is called ML Ops. This entire thing is called ML Ops, machine learning operation. Again, every project we will be deploying, at least 2 to 3 demo I will show, if not all 7, 8 projects, but at least 2 to 3 different projects. How to deploy in AWS, right? What platforms, how to deploy in AWS, that we will discuss. So that is a complete thing. And also we will be including some concepts like GitHub, and then we will be using GitHub for version control, right? The project means you have to use a version control, right? Because in real time, you're not the only contributor, right? You'll be working collaboratively. So learn a lot of concepts like GitHub. You will learn about something called AWS SageMaker, and then you will learn something about model packaging your code, right? So a lot of things. So this is something which is there. So this entire content, right? This is whole like 90% of this entire timing. Like if I'm saying 40-50 hours, since 35 to 40 hours we will spend on second and third module. 10 hours, around 10 hours we will spend on the pandas and other modules. I think 10 hours, people who are Python programmers, I think 10 hours is more than sufficient for understanding pandas, NumPy, visualization and all. Anyway, we are going to repeat all of those concepts in all these 7 projects. So my goal is second module and third module, where it's a very much practical oriented. So what is the goal of this course? Coming from industry background, my goal is to make you or maybe help you to transition your career to data science, right? So I know the 7 to 8 projects, once you have completed, you will get a complete end-to-end. Yes, theory. Having said that, am I sacrificing with the theory part? Absolutely not. So every algorithm is very detailed. If you want to see any of my algorithm, you can check. So today only I was explaining, right, the morning batch student, this is a live proof I am showing you. So this is something which is a very simple concept like covariance, but please go on mute everyone. So I have taken 7 to 8 examples, right? Please go on mute everyone, otherwise I will mute you. So better you mute, right? So for example, this is a statistical concept, right? Covariance. So this is just a mathematical formula which I will share with everyone. But only mathematics will not help, right? So I have explained how from a real-time example, right? So what is exactly covariance? So like this, every concept, it's just a small example, but when it comes to machine learning, every concept, right? I will be talking each and every algorithm in very detailed way. Having said that, only theory will not help you. That is the problem, right? You can get theory knowledge from everywhere, like internet is kind of you have hundred of resources to get free knowledge nowadays, but where you will struggle is implementation part, right? How to implement those logics into business problems, how to solve business problems. So there is that is the main struggle, and this is something which you will get in this course. Apart from that, just by paying 5,000 extra, you can take the recorded sessions for the silly topics, which I don't want to pay. I don't want you to pay if you already know, but if you really want, you can take. What is this 5,000 recording? One is your GitHub complete. So GitHub is like 2 hours, 3 hours. I have just summarized it in 30 to 40, 35 minutes, right? My strength is quick. See, I believe in time, right? So we don't have time. Life is short. So how fast you can learn, that is what is my strength. So within very small amount of time, I will give you the best quality content, right? So that you can save your own time and your learning will happen very fastly. So GitHub 35 minutes to 1 hour video, which will definitely help you to like kind of understand about GitHub. Many of the people already know it. So I mean, this is just a kind of like if you know it, that's better. If you don't know, I mean, this is actually will save a lot of your time because in internet, if you search, you'll get a lot of content and you will be confused, right? Okay, fine. This GitHub is not only just the theory part. I will be doing it actually in one of the project and then I will show you. So complete hands-on. Apart from that SQL video you will get. I know most of you already know SQL, but again, SQL is not like 10-hour, 14-hour kind of. SQL for data science, right? When you go for SQL, when you go for data science interview, if you are applying for banks, they might ask you some question, or maybe if you're applying for data analyst role, definitely SQL questions will be there. SQL is kind of, even though you're not getting in interviews, definitely you need it in real time, right? So SQL is everything. So it is just 4 hours, 4 hours of SQL and you are done, you're job ready, right? My 4 hours, it might take 10 hours or 12 hours for you to understand and grasp. If you already know SQL, better you can skip it. Other thing that you will get is Tableau, right? Again, Tableau, I think what I have done is like 6 projects I have done in Tableau, all like day one, like from starting video only, it's a project based learning. I don't believe Tableau has any theory part, right? So I just take a data set and different variety of data, and then I'll show you from starting to ending how to connect to Tableau and the data source, how to load, and then how to create a dashboard. While creating dashboard, you will understand a lot of concepts. So 6 projects. I think I did not exactly remember. I think 4 to 5 projects are there. At least 5 projects are there from Tableau. So again, this is some 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours of video, and Tableau is done, right? Apart from that, you will also get something called Python Advanced, right? I told you, right? Python is, anyway, it is free for everyone, but here you will get extra project and assignment and coding test questions. That is the free. So you will like actually get a lot of practice problems that I have collected from LitCode and HackerRank kind of websites, right? So this Python is again kind of 10 to 12 hours of video, and this is not like Pandas, NumPy, Core Python. This is advanced Python video. Advanced Python means what? What is file handling? What is exception handling? And what is your object oriented? What is class? How to write your code in a nice class structure, right? What is inheritance? So all of those concepts, what is decorator, generator, and all that. So that is Python. So this is called course preparatory. And apart from that, I think I have some advanced ML algorithms in it. Advanced ML algorithms like we have SVM, single, and we have PCA, principal component analysis, which is a dimension reduction technique. The recorded sessions, 1 project and 1 mathematics, like 5 hours. Only on PCA, it is I think 3 hours, and 3 hour to 4 hour, I did not remember. Only 1 algorithm, right? 2 hour is only on theory part, right? So don't worry about the hours, because it might be 2 hours for me, but to understand those concepts, you need at least 8 to 10 hours. My 2 hours is your 8 hours, because you have to replay multiple times the video to understand and grasp. It is very intense topic, right? Of 2 hours of math, right? And then 2 hours of project. So similarly, SVM and support vector machines. So again, it is 3 to 4 hours of content, right? And like this, we have naive-based algorithm, which is again a very much on text data. So this you will get, and time series recording you will get. So what is this time series recording? Time series recording is nothing but basically if your data has time series information, right? What is Holt-Winter method? What is moving average method? What is your different other technique, Gerima technique, and different kind of Facebook Prophet model. So almost like 3 to 4 projects I have done, and a lot of algorithms. Like it is almost like 8 to 10 hours content you will get, right? So this is, I think, complete structure. If you take this plus that, both is coming around something around 21,000, but it's like this is around 40 hours and this is around 40, so almost like 80 to 70 to 80 hours of content, and this is complete structure. Only thing which is lacking here is, yeah, Spark also is not in depth, honestly saying. Spark is just an introductory idea, because Spark is very vast. Some 2 to 3 hours of introductory idea only you will get, but at least in the interview, if somebody is asking, do you know Spark? You can say yes. Like ML library only I have focused here. Spark has 4 different stacks. We have a separate course coming up, like cloud. There I will complete stack, Databricks and all. And once that batch is over, I can give you that recorded sessions also. But as of now, only machine learning library I have covered, right, from Spark. But this time series is very in depth. ML is very in depth. Rest all topics are very, very in depth. You no need to spend extra 1 hour of time also, right, on internet searching for those topics. This entire thing is like complete end to end. So this is your beginner level 0 to advanced level, like at least 2 to 3 years experience you can show in this entire journey, right? So that is all about this curriculum and all. And yeah, I mean, these topics are very simple, so that's why I have not forced it to everyone, because I know people are from software engineering background. They know Python, they know GitHub, they know SQL, they know Tableau, right? So I don't want them to pay extra, but if you are really from a different background, you need these topics, or maybe you know but you're not expert, you want to quickly learn this topic, then I think this is a worth spending some time here. So this is the entire thing. So what you're getting in this course, you're getting GitHub, SQL, Tableau, Python, Advanced and Basics, Machine Learning, Time Series, Deep Learning, NLP introductory idea, followed by your deployment part, basically the machine learning deployment part, right? AWS SageMaker, and then how to maintain your model on production. So those all things are getting, right? Any questions in this? We will have a separate WhatsApp group once the batch is formed, and we will have a forum also where you can share your doubts and all, right? Okay, so I'm taking some questions from the chat window. How much proficiency is required in mathematics? What level will I be able to crack interviews? So regarding cracking interviews, yes, definitely, and yes. What about the practice session assignments? Every module wise you will get assignment, and the 7 to 8 projects, like you will actually get complete end to end. So you can also practice the 7 to 8 projects. So this course is built for real time, very much real time oriented course, right? So definitely you can crack interviews. There is no end to AI course. It's a very, very vast course. But having said that, 0 to 3 years to 5 years experience interview level, senior data scientist related roles, data analyst related role, you can 100% justify, right? And you can also click the interviews. It's not like just you can crack the interviews basically, right? How much proficiency is needed for maths? I will say nothing. Just don't worry about maths. I will take care. So whatever math is required in machine learning, for each and every algorithm, I will take care about the math. So I am taking that responsibility to teach you maths from scratch, from level 0. My way of teaching is I directly don't jump into maths. I actually start from examples. First, I will show you from project point of view how to use it, and then I'll show you some examples, and then I will cover the math. so that easily anyone can understand. Even though you don't, I mean, basic 10th level or school level math is what I'm expecting. If you don't, or you have forgotten that also, I will do a quick revision. So just one line answer is, don't worry about math. I am there. I will take care. Right? Okay. So any other question, Vivek? Is that clear? Like, is it answering your question? So about math, I will take care. Right? Whatever is needed with respect to the algorithms, I will cover it. Yes, Durga says Python recording is included in this course. So even you no need to give this 5,000 also. In this 16,000 only, you will get Durga says Python recording. This is included. And I will strongly recommend for all the non-technical people to please go through Durga says Python recording. Right? It is very good and it is from very scratch. Like if I show those videos to my kid also, you will understand. Are you getting? So it's so detailed. But having said that, you already know Python and you just want to you don't have that much time because it will take some time, right? Because it's 200 hours a video. So if you are just super quick, if you want to complete, then you can watch my videos. But I think Durga sir's videos are very detailed. Okay, any other questions? We are all good? If we are all good, I will stop this demo today only. I mean, we can talk some more time, but tomorrow onwards we'll start with the content directly. All right, and I will help you to install all the software. Today, I know like Python installation, everybody will be able to do it. It will be very easy. You must have already Python installed, right? Tomorrow, mostly I'll be talking about something called Jupyter Lab, which we are going to use, and VS Code. So we are going to use two IDE completely different. One is Jupyter Lab. If you are not familiar with notebook kind of IDE, it will be very new IDE for you. So you need some tutorial on that. Otherwise, you will not feel comfortable using it. Also VS Code. I think most of you already know VS Code. So these are the two IDE I will be using. You are free to use any IDE. I don't restrict people on IDEs. Having said that, I found these two are very good, especially for data science related things. Right? So tomorrow we will talk about Jupyter Lab, maybe 1 or 2 class. And day after tomorrow, we'll talk about VS Code quickly. And then we'll start with our content, that is Core Python. Again, Core Python, don't get bored, like very quickly we'll finish. My major content will start from Pandas, NumPy, and other topics, right? Any doubt? We are all good? Akhtar, Ankit, Arvind, you are all good. Any doubt? Arun? How much Excel depend? Excel, or skip about Excel. We are in, like not, Excel is important. I am not saying it is not needed, but how much Excel dependent data science field is, or everything is done on Matplotlib. See, Excel is different and Matplotlib is different. Okay, Excel is, you know what is Excel, but Matplotlib is a Python tool for visualization, data visualization. So we are neither going to use Excel in this course nor Matplotlib, right? See, if something can be done on Excel, there's no point of hiring a data scientist, right? There is some problem in the data which cannot be handled with Excel. That's why you are hired. In the sense, in real time data is not like in KBs, which you can handle in Excel, right? It is in GBs, sometimes in petabytes, sometimes in like zettabytes. So it's big data. Sometimes even if it is not big data, in GBs of data, right? So let's say I'm working for a solar farm and there are 35, for one particular site, there are 35 inverters. Every inverter will have 20 strings, total 635 units. Every 635 units will have 10 to 15 tags associated with it. Let's say temperature, ambient pressure, ambient temperature, pressure, and something like that. An IoT device, every 5 minutes I'm collecting data. So if you just accumulate maybe 1 month of data, it will be in GBs. So this is a real-time situation, right? Let's say I'm working for Goldman Sachs or Paytm, you know how much data transaction and other things are happening, right? Let's say you're working for Amazon, how many users are logging in every minute. So in real time, Excel will fail, right? If Excel, somebody can work on Excel, what is the purpose of hiring a data scientist? I think a normal person, even a software engineer can handle it, right? So we normally don't use Excel. Yes, I'm not saying Excel is not important or you should not know. Basic Excel is okay. You no need to write programs using Excel and all, because we have very different kind of data. So it's not like semi-structured data only we will handle. Sometimes it is video data, audio data, speech data, maybe text data, right? Different variety of data we will handle. Batch processing, stream processing. This Excel will not work in real time. So Excel, yes, you should. It's like good to know skill, or maybe you should know it, but hardly we will use it, right? Matplotlib, outdated, static plots, we're going to use Plotly. Okay, so I think, is it clear? Ankit, is it clear? Your question is clear? Please say yes or no, Ankit. My classes are very much interactive, right? How much Excel dependent, I think. Okay. If certification is important for data science interview, as we have course, but okay, once again, we have data science under this course, but CV should be first get shortlisted. Very good question, actually, right? Your CV should be shortlisted first. Who asked? Vivek, thank you for asking this question. Very important, and I think this is a very common doubt for all students that you have asked. So yes, it's a very good point that what is the use if you will not get a chance also to present yourself, right? Not get a chance means your CV only will not be shortlisted. What you will do doesn't matter. You'll show your talent if you get a chance, right? And that there's a very high. I'll show you, right? I'll show you. Go to LinkedIn and just see like good companies. If you see like 500, 600 applications, so it's a very high probability that your CV will be somewhere. It might be lost, right? How to shortlist your CV based on like, whatever experience you have, how to write, how to represent yourself such that your CV will be shortlisted. This is point number one. Let me answer this first, then I'll go to certification. I am there to help you. That's why I am here, right? So I will help you, but I'll give you some tips in the last class when we complete the entire syllabus. 2 to 3 hours, I will only talk about how to prepare your CV, right? And based on that, you can actually prepare your CV. That will definitely help you to at least get shortlisted, right? Second thing is, let's say you need some extra help, one-to-one mentorship. So I help people building their portfolio, right? So you can connect with me, I will help you on that, right? Second thing is certification. See, I have worked on different kind of organizations, starting from your startups to your service-based companies to very high-level product-based company. And my experience is certification is not valued. Like it is it's like you have some certification is like little better than a person who has no certification. But having said that, full-time degree, you cannot compare that with any certification. Who is the authority? Like who is giving you that certification? What is the guarantee? Is there any central body who is regulating those certification? Anybody who is enrolling ABC course in XYZ institute will get a certificate and by paying some money. So who is that? Who is authorizing those certificates, right? You got some marks or some score, but is it like full-time MTech or full-time PhD where IIT, NIT, like CGPA semesters? Who is like it's nowhere comparable. Honestly, say it is nowhere comparable, right? To any kind of part-time course. And people who are already working in any organization, and if they have changed any job, they will agree with me that how strict the background verification is, right? Everything they will ask you. Phone number, they will ask you, manager phone number. Like if you have 10 companies, you have what? Every company phone number, contact number, email address, right? Your employee ID. Some companies also asking employee ID, previous company employee ID, salary slip, your full-time degree certificate, right? You ask yourself, you no need to believe me, you ask yourself, do you think those certificate which are part-time course certificate, they will even look at it? I mean, it's like in the HR only will reject, right? Are you getting? So people are asking direct questions nowadays, not only full-time or part-time, right? It's like how many years of experience you have in particular, right? In a particular subject like NLP. how many years of experience, deep learning, how many years of experience, machine learning, how many years of experience, AWS, how many years of experience, like that they're taking. So I can give you in writing, this is my guarantee. Doesn't matter what company you're trying for, services, product-based startups, certification has zero value, zero value, zero. Again, I'm repeating. Having said that, degree has value, right? Degree in the sense full-time degree, like M.Tech or PhD or like Masters or MSc or like BSc or BTech. This full-time degree has value. Certification has zero value. In fact, I will suggest instead of wasting 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs, 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, taking those certification courses, you invest your time contributing to open source projects. Try to debug some of the errors. Try to go to Kaggle, right? Build your own GitHub profile. Those things will highlight your CV. Are you getting? So my answer is certification has no value. At least in data science field, I'm saying, okay. I'm not sure about other field, but at least in artificial intelligence or data science field, certification has zero value. Yes, cloud certification has value, maybe AWS, Azure, those certification has value. But what I'm saying is data science certification has no value. Is it clear? From any institute, if you're taking data science certification, that has no value. And this is not some story I'm saying, this is a real-time experienced person saying who has worked in this industry for last 7 years, right? In fact, I am doing my PhD and it's a part-time course. Even though it is like a full-time, I have to publish at least 5 papers in journal, then only I'll get my PhD degree, and it is from International Institute of Information Technology, IIIT, right? Which is a renowned institute. Still, it is not considered because it is part-time. I think they will consider or not, I don't know, but I'm just doing it for my knowledge upgradation. And leave about the institute certification. Who is really caring about it? People will not even ask you, right? Full-time, what is their highest level of qualification? This is the question you're going to get. Highest level of qualification means it can be BTech or Masters with full-time degree. Is it clear, everyone? Certification has zero value, zero value. Whoever is saying certification has value, tell him to talk to me. I have worked in Goldman Sachs, I have worked in General Electric, I have worked in TCS, I have worked in PwC. So different, I'm telling all the organizations, service-based startup, startups leave about it. It's a different story, but startup might be accepting because I don't know, but at least service-based and product-based company just leave about it, but service-based companies are also not accepting part-time course certification, right? It's all full-time degree, right? Okay. So Bibek, is that answer your question? Okay. I really hate people who just market telling false things. See, whether somebody is joining your course, not joining your course, that's up to them, right? But you should not sell something telling fake things. That I don't like. And I know many people are actually selling courses in the name of certification. Even those ads are coming publicly on YouTube and other things like, oh, you have done this MBA course from XYZ, okay, you will get a job 100%. So that is not actually the case. You actually will gain knowledge, no doubt on that. You will be more smarter, you will understand the things, but that cannot be accepted. That is actually not accepted. You don't believe me, just go to, now only I will show you this proof. See, this is the difference. When somebody is doing full-time course, can you see my page, how many papers I'm reading? Almost like I'll do at least 3,000, 4,000 paper I will read. So just to understand on what area I will work on. This is the difference between full-time and part-time course, right? And that people just will pay the money and get a certificate. How you are like thinking even that is comparable. And industry is fully loaded with full-time degree people. So why they will accept your CV? Having said that, experience matters. Means what? Somebody has, let's say, shown ABC certificate, but zero experience. Somebody has 2-year experience in data science, but no certification, just real-time experience after BTech. That person will be valued more, right? You can ask me how I will get that. I don't have actually real-time experience. That is the smart thing you need to do. Once you enroll in this course, I will guide you in the last session. How to change your CV. You have to change your CV. Honest CV will be rejected. right? If you write whatever you have done, it will be rejected. So you need to write things related to relevant to data science. Then only your CV will be shortlisted. Everything is keyword matching. I'll tell you that trick. There's something called keyword matching. So this algorithm running, that is also AI, right? So when you're applying for dream companies like Microsoft, Google and all, millions, like lakhs of, like thousands of CVs they will get. So initial screening will be on fitment check. So how they will check your fitment? So JD versus matching score, right? And then they will sort it like top 10, top 100. Then the HR will call to those top 10 or top 100. So CV should have those keywords. That is very important. So preparing CV according to the market standard or whatever is the JD is, that is very important. And you go to LinkedIn, right? You go to LinkedIn and then you just search. I'll just show you, right? For any job related to data science, and you see what is the requirement. So you'll see the I think my password is. Okay, just leave it. I think I forgot my password. Okay. Anyways, you can do it. Maybe Naukri you can do, right? So this is a very much, you next time somebody is telling you about the certification, you tell them to go to Naukri and show at least 1 or 2 job posting whether accepting certification, right? This is a real-time check, right? It's not some story I'm saying, right? If this is not happening, like in the JD only they have mentioned tier 1, tier 2 college and full-time masters is preferred. Masters is mandatory, PhD is preferred. Or master is preferred, BTech is mandatory. Like that statement you will see. Just go and check, you will find instead of me telling, but certification has zero value. That's the honest thing. At least in data science I can say. Other domain I don't know. But yes, AWS certification has value. So I'll talk about that. AWS machine learning engineer certification. Even I'm also going through that certification. That has very much it is value because it is from AWS. Are you getting? It is from AWS. It's a central body. So that is recognized. Like AWS has a lot of certification with respect to cloud. That is valued, right? Not from any institute, local institute, right? Okay, fine. I think I talked a lot about certification, but sorry if I'm taking your time. This is very important for you people to know what is accepted, what is not accepted in industry, right? Okay, so I am suggesting everyone who are freshers or BTech students, I think if they have some chance, go for MTech or Masters. But if you are experienced professional, you cannot go back and do Masters. Better to take any course from anywhere, learn the things by yourself, start contributing to open source projects, start participating in hackathons, create your own GitHub profile, highlight your profile, and then start preparing a nice CV, writing 2 to 3 years of experience into data science and start applying. That is the only way to get into data science, right? Okay, lot of talking, but I think this is helpful, right? Okay, so we are all good. I think I answered everyone's question. Whoever has asked me, right? I have answered everyone's question, but in case anything is missed, let me know. I will maybe answer it, right? Fine. So you are waiting for the course content. So I will be, I think it's already there with you. If not, I will show you tomorrow. And what is the specification, machine specification? And it's like 8 GB is something which I will recommend because when we go to deep learning section, or maybe if you are purchasing this 5,000 course and then Apache Spark you're trying, so at least 8 GB is something which I am strongly recommending. 4 GB is somehow you can manage, but your system will hang when we go to ML and DL section, right? So till that section you can run, but if you don't have machine, go to Google Colab. Free of cost, you can get up to 16 GB there. But yes, 8 GB is kind of recommended, but if you have like 12 or 16 GB, it is mostly 16 GB, then it is good to have, or basically it's nice to have at least 16 GB because it's a like deep learning projects will take some memory, right? Okay, So this is the and operating system, anything is fine, right? A Mac, Linux, or Windows, anything is fine. Okay, so let us connect tomorrow and we will continue from scratch. We'll talk about installation and Jupyter Lab. Anybody has used Jupyter Lab before? Jupyter Lab. Anyone has already used Jupyter Lab? Is it new to everyone or somebody already used it? So I just want to understand. No, right? Okay. Okay, fine. So it's a very, very nice IDE, especially for data science project. You ask to any data scientist, they will definitely be very strong at Jupyter Notebook. I was using Jupyter Notebook for my teaching, but recently I have migrated to Jupyter Lab, and this is truly wonderful tool. And once you've started using it, initially few days you will feel uncomfortable. Don't worry about it. But gradually, like within 1 week or 2 weeks of time, you will be very much comfortable using it. And you will see the benefit of using Jupyter Lab, right? Especially for data science, right? Okay. So we will be installing some of the necessary extension and other Python packages. I'm expecting everybody will have Visual C++ installed, right? Make sure your system will have Visual C++ installed. If not, please install it. Otherwise, some of the TensorFlow and other packages and some of the extension might not work. You will get error. So before you jump into the course, right, I am making sure you have 8 GB of RAM with Visual C++ installed. These are the two requirements, nothing else, right? Rest all is fine. Okay.
Hello. Yeah, ma'am, I have one question.
Yes.
Yeah, it is good. It is good to switch to Java to data science.
See, Java is just a programming language, right? So nowadays you cannot stick to a programming language because the world is moving so fast. You have to stick to a technology, not a programming language. Programming language is like ABCD. Everybody knows about it, right? You should be sticking yourself to a technology. Technology means what? Whether it is DevOps or data engineering or data science or blockchain or edge computing or something like cloud computing, or let's say something like your networking, like cyber security. Are you getting? So should this, or maybe big data. So some technology you should be sticking to, not a language. Language is universal everywhere. Like your blockchain engineer or maybe data scientist, everybody will use a language, right? How you will code. So Java itself is not a. So what's the answer? Are you getting? So as soon as possible, you should upgrade yourself. Otherwise, in this ChatGPT world, you will be outdated soon. ChatGPT will write your Java code. What you will do, right? So are you getting? So this is not the world like we were living. Like then when I started my BTech, right, in my third semester, we used to learn Java like crazy. We used to go for summer courses, and if you know Java means done. Java and one database, maybe SQL, and that we get a job, right, as a developer. Now that is not the era. Yeah. So even if you are going for web development, 100 of tools you need to learn. Everything is full stack nowadays. Everything is full stack. Data science is full stack. DevOps already it is full stack, right? Data engineering, they should know a bit about AI now. So it is also full stack. So everything is full stack. Wherever you are going, you need to know end to end. So is it good to change to data science? I already answered you, right? So I think you know.
Yes.
Data science or whatever, but you need to stick. Go ahead.
One more thing, like this video validity, like how long we will have access this video?
Okay, so it's like, okay, we normally tell people like 1 year, but I have not deleted like my 2 years before 2020 batch still have access until unless there is a space issue, right? I think they will not delete. So I think
if it is 1 year, that is okay, no problem. If it is 1 year, that is okay.
Yeah, more than 1 year, but they will tell 1 year, yes.
And what would ma'am? So after this course, I can easily crack this hackathon because everywhere hackathon is going on for data science. So we are able to crack it at that time.
See, hackathon is something which is again, so I think I need to unmute. People are trying to ask questions. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so hackathon is something which is a project-based approach, right? So,
Yes.
so depends what kind of hackathon you want to attempt, right? If it is a building a something like say Alexa kind of app, obviously not, but anything related to, please go on mute again. So when I'm unmuting you, if you think you have some background noise or something, please mute yourself and ask your question. After asking question, please go on mute, right? So hackathon, definitely you can attend any kind of hackathon related to semi-structured and structured data. Like if it is deep learning related or NLP related hackathon, very high level hackathon, you might need the specialization course, which I will talk about it later. But deep learning and NLP is a very intense domain. Again, it will take 2 months of time to understand. In this course, you will be able to create simple projects using deep learning and NLP concept. Having said that, this course is very in-depth on machine learning, AWS and MLOps. And why I have designed it in such a manner, right? I could have included deep learning NLP and I could have charges 40,000 instead of 20. Because I myself attended 10, 15 or maybe 25 interviews, and hardly out of 20 to 25 interviews, hardly 2 to 3 or maybe hardly 5 interviews are based on deep learning, pure deep learning, right? Computer vision and NLP, pure NLP concepts. Rest 20 interviews are normal things like ML they will ask, AWS they will ask, Python, visualization, Tableau, SQL they will ask, right? So are you getting? So this is again, wherever those 5 companies, whatever it is like computer vision, they're actually checking people who are coming from an educational background, like mostly they are preparing masters or at least a PhD actually, right? In AI. Are you getting? So I think those are very specialized
Yes.
domain. Let's not focus on that. So we are just having said that, it's not like I should tell I don't know anything about deep learning. TensorFlow, what is that? NLP, what is that NLP means? I don't know anything. So that is also bad, right? So here you will
Yes.
be able to understand introductory idea, like at least 7 to 8 hours of deep learning and 10 hours of NLP, where you can take any text data and build a project out of it, like sentiment analysis or text classification, how to clean your text data, what kind of stop word means what is word embedding technique, what is neural network, right? What is the
Mhm.
artificial neural network means, how the neural network learns, what is TensorFlow, how to write your first code using TensorFlow, how to implement one classification project using neural network. So what is gradient descent, right? What is optimization technique means, right? What is stochastic gradient descent? So what is activation function? So every question that they will ask, 100% you can answer. So till that level, I will take you, right? So you
Okay, ma'am.
understood, right?
Okay.
What I'm trying to tell. Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am.
So
Yeah,
I
one more
answered. Yeah.
question. Like,
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, ma'am. So after completion this course, so we can easily put 3 or 4 years of experience in data science. So how much salary we can expect?
See, I will not say easily, right? That word is very critical word. So you can easily write 2 to 3 years. If you are targeting more than 3 years, it will be difficult for you, right? 3 to 5 years is a different category. I'll tell you the categories of data science, though it is different for different companies, but I'm just telling you the general category, right? So general category is starting pressure. 0 to 3 years is pressure only, right? You will get roles like data scientist trainee, something like this, right? Or junior data scientist. So it's basically pressure role, 0 to 3. And 3 to 6 is actually a different category. So that is called senior data scientist, right? 3 to 6 is called senior data
Yes.
scientist category, right? 6 to 9 is again the next level, that is called lead data scientist, right? It's called lead data scientist. Or
Yes.
if you're joining startups, you might get a kind of position 7, 8 years. You might get a position of like manager data scientist, or basically it's a lead position.
Yeah.
Now, after this 9 to 11 or 12, like you have two options. Either you want to go to management or technical. If you're going technical, 9 to 12 or 13 years called principal data scientist or data scientist principal. Lead after that, it is principal. If you're joining as a manager, after this manager, you will get senior manager or general manager, something like this. Are you getting? So this is the category. And I think in this category, hardly you will find people like 1% because this time has not reached yet. Data science started in 2014-15. What is 2023? 14 to 23, how many years? Tell me. Right. So if I am considering 12 years of experience, so today is 2023 minus 12. So how much it is? 3, 2, 1, 1. So have you heard anything about data science in 2011? You ask yourself. Have you heard anything about data science in 2011? No. So somebody who has started career in 2011, they can have 12 years of experience. Are you getting? So nobody has that experience actually. Data science started around 14, 15 kind of time. Right. So what I'm trying to tell you is these years are very important. Blindly people are writing in CV and they will tell me, okay, why my CV is rejected? You will tell 20 years of experience in data science. People will laugh only, right? Looking at 18 years, 16 years, 15 years. I mean, it's a joke. Are you getting? So people like me who are real data scientists, we will like, okay, I mean, 2014, before that there was, you see Google, if I'm joking, see Google and search the term data science. So you see this term here, right? Let's say data science, Google trend. You search for the data science, right? You will not see anything before 2014, right? These people, these things are called reality check. So you just see worldwide and 2004 and present. Okay, so just tell me from this chart. I'm not joking here. I'm not telling story. This is Google trend report. Now you tell me from what time data science is booming? What is the time? From which time? So 2015 onwards.
Yeah, 14, 15, 15.
Correct. Yeah. Correct. So if I consider, let's say 14, 15 also, and today is 2023, how many years of experience you will have?
8 or 9 years.
8 or 9 years? 8 or 9 years, right? Yeah. You agree, everyone?
Yeah.
8 and 9 years is kind of very much senior in data science world. If you take total number of data scientists, hardly 1% or maybe 5% people have those years of experience, real experience I'm saying, not fake. Are you getting? So how can you write 4 or 5 years of experience? Can you justify? Tell me. Taking a course of 3 4 months, can you justify 4-year experience? But the total industry is of 8 years. How can you justify 4 years of experience? 4 years is a lot. With 4 years, and you're asking me salary. Salary, there is no upper bar. You can expect like anything. But experience matters. So I will strongly recommend everyone to actually try for maybe junior level 0 to 3. If you're already very much experienced, you can talk to me. I will guide you. So that's a different track. Managerial data science track you can go. Right? Are you getting? So that is the drawback. People just blindly write things. Right? 6 to 9 years they will put. You might have 15 years experience as Java coding. So is that helpful for data science interview? Tell me. Can you write? So let's say what people are doing, I'll tell you. These are the cause of rejection. 10 to 15 years in software engineering. Okay, very good. Now you will write 5 years in software engineering and 10 years in data science. So what position you will get? Tell me. What position? Principal data scientist. For what level they will take interview? Principal data scientist. Now tell me, can you justify? Can you justify a person who is really working as a data scientist? For no, and you will reject. You will try for years, and you will be rejected only. Instead of that, why can't you try for a senior level? Maybe initially you will feel like, okay, salary and other issues, but fine. Your intention is you are trying to learn something new to get into the new domain. So maybe senior data scientist. Easily you can crack, get into data science. Maybe here you're getting X amount. Here you will get maybe 10, like 10% hike you will get. That is okay. Or maybe same package. Sometimes minus 10% also okay because you're getting the domain. Work here for 2 years. You get the knowledge, real-time experience. Next switch when you do, Here you have shown senior data scientist. Next switch you can try for manager. And here you can expect 40% jump. Next you can try after 1 year, you can try again for principal. Are you getting? So directly principal you cannot crack. 2-3 jump you need to do. Year 40 and again year maybe 30.
Yes.
70% hike in 3 years time. That is what is the smooth way of going. Is it clear? So this is the journey
Yes.
of data science. 0 to 3 is data scientist and normal package, I'll tell you, okay? Pressure, I'm just talking about not very high-fi companies, average company. Here it is 10 lakh. You can say plus or minus 5 everywhere, right? So it is like 5 lakh to 30 lakh, right? This is the bracket. 3 to 6 year is basically, you can say, like most of the people are getting like 14, 15, but you can say, again, it is starting from 12 lakh to let's say 18 lakh, it will go, right? Lead means it will be maybe from, it's a very huge bracket, depends on the company. So 18 to 25. Some companies can also give you till 30. Some companies will also like 15 or something like that. And principal means definitely 30 plus. Even manager and all, I mean, 30 and above also sometimes you can get. So, I mean, this is very kind of, from here onwards, there is no certainty actually, depends on the company. Manager means how many member team you are managing, maybe 2-3 member, less salary, 10-15 members team, then huge salary, depending on the company, depending on a lot of things. So till senior data scientist standard, after that people jump. I have seen my friends from 18, they have jumped to like 35. People I have seen from 35 principal, they have jumped like 60, 55, like that. And some people are like smooth jump. So from here, I cannot say, right? It all totally depends. So manager normally they get 20 to 35. Is it clear? Average, I'm telling you. 20 to 35 is very high price. So 20 to 35. Most of the people are getting 25 to 32. I'm talking about normal companies. I don't compare like Google, Facebook, and all that. Normal companies, right? And yeah, principal means definitely 35 plus. Principal data scientist. That is the range. Did you get an overall idea? And salaries are very much, there is a variation, you all agree, right? So it's just a normal observation. Don't strictly
Yes.
stick to it, but it's a normal observation. See, I'll tell you a funny story, right? In 2017, that person name is Siba Kumar. I still remember. In 2017, a BTech student, BTech final year, 4th year BTech, enrolled in my course. And he's a very bright student from NIT, right? And after completing this course, after BTech, he joined Volvo, right? No, sorry. He joined some company, but as a software engineer for 2 years, or maybe 1 year or something. Like 2019, he joined another company called Volvo as a data scientist. So he has shown these 2 years based on my feedback. These 2 years he has shown as data science experience only. So here he got senior data scientist. Right? Till now, till here, I have no idea. After 2019, I have no idea. To 2022 February, or sorry, December, he called me. Why he called me? He called me. He got a role called a staff data scientist in the same company, in the same team in which I am working. Right? And he asked about salary negotiation. After this, so he told me some figures, and it was way above than what I'm getting currently right now, right? Almost like 30-40% more than what I am getting in the same company, in the same role. And I was so surprised looking at his journey from 2019 to 2020. He jumped to a very good company called VMware, and this is the like turning point, right? Almost like 150% hike from the current salary. And then I will not name the company, sorry, but sorry. So whatever is the company, right? The existing employee like me, we are getting 30-25% less than what they're offering to the new joinees, right? I got a promotion later, but what I'm saying is this is how the IT industry is. And now he is with, I think, I don't know from where he is, but he's in a very, like, I'll tell you his package, almost 50 to 60. This is the range. 2017 to 2022. How many years? 5 years. Every year he switched 10, 20, 30, 40% hike. And then he's in VMware, I think, finally. I don't know where he is right now, but he's in this bracket. and he jumped to staff data scientist, and he started like 2017, fresher, right? 2019 onwards, he started his data science career. Before that, he was a software engineer. So 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, or maybe 22, 4 years. In 4 years, he can switch to that, 50. So are you getting? So this domain has no limitation, no upper bar. If you can, you know Azure, you know AWS, you can also be hired for architect role, right? You can be a product manager. Why you will always go in the traditional path, right? Riveting. So there is no upper bar. After senior data scientist, you can jump. Mostly you can target architect or maybe some after manager, right? 1-2 years, architect or principal data scientist. There is no upper bar. Why there is no upper bar? Because it is so vast, so vast. Whatever you will learn, accordingly you will be getting paid, right? Riveting. So this is the journey. So I mean, you will learn and you will get your rewards. It's not like a waste. Whatever you will learn, you will get your return. In this domain, it's a research field. If you upgrade, you can switch, and you will be very much well paid. Don't worry about payment. You will be very much well paid. And this is India. A lot of students from abroad. Fresher salary is 1 million. Freshers in Indian currency, it is 1 crore. 1 crore. Fresher salary. Startup. I have seen the offer letter. I'm saying offer letter of the student. I have seen only 5 members company, right? And they are offering 1 million. Leave about good companies. Riveting. So that is the pay. And obviously they're paying so much because they're expecting from you a lot of tools and a lot of technology, right? It's not like only with one language and one database you can get this. So it is difficult, but once you get into it, your bright future is bright, at least for next 10 to 15 years. Everything is going to be merged with AI, blockchain plus AI, right? Metaverse plus AI, AR/VR plus AI, cyber security plus AI. Any domain plus AI. AI will be there everywhere, right? Okay.
Ma'am, I have a question. I have a question for you.
This is the last
passed
question.
out. Yeah, no problem. I'm passed out in 2009 actually. I'm working now in non-technical field. Can I switch it in this field or not?
See, everybody can switch into this data science field. It's not a kind of strange or kind of rocket science. It's simple maths, and on top
Okay.
of that, you need to understand a lot of tools. Having said that, from a non-technical background, if you want to switch to data science, again, I will repeat, one programming language and one database that you need to put some extra hours to learn, right? So one database is at least I'm saying at max you can learn many more, but at least equal, and at least Python, right? So what I will suggest you is enroll and then take initially, if everyone is putting 1 hour, you need to put 4 hours. 1 hour on the traditional part and 2 hours on Python and 2 hours on SQL. At least for 1 month, you need to do this so that you will understand one language and one database. That is, I think, mandatory. Non-technical to technical. Technical means what? One language and one database is kind of universal thing, right? That is what something you are lacking. Rest all things, data science is a new field, so it's all maths. You can very much understand statistics and machine learning. People think machine learning, they will not understand. I tell them you might face some problem, and people think programming is not needed. Programming is very much needed. Who said programming is not needed, right? Programming is very much needed. Database is very much needed. In fact, machine learning you can understand, but if you are very much good at least one programming and one SQL or kind of database, it will be really helpful to implement the implement the mathematical logic into programmatic implementation. It's not like lengthy code, but I don't want to scare you, but what I'm saying you is the initial journey will be a little difficult because you have zero experience in programming. So you have to put some extra hours, 3 times more than what a technical person is putting. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am, it's clear.
Programming and database is universal. You should learn it. Everyone. Okay, fine.
Okay.
So I think this session is really helpful. Lot of important things we have discussed, right? And we'll be discussing, if you have few more questions, maybe tomorrow. But we are all good. Any doubt or anything? Okay, I'm getting late. So what we will do is tomorrow anyway we will connect, right? We'll start the session from tomorrow onwards. Maybe last 10-15. These all things are very important, right? You should know negotiation skills are very important, right? So you should know when you're trying for senior data scientist role or data scientist role, because it's a new field, you might not be knowing about the salary ranges. So whatever they will offer, like I'll tell you my experience after my MTech, right? Before my MTech, I was in 3.16 package, typical TCS package, right? You all know. So I was in 3.16 package, and after working for three years in TCS, my package went to 4.16. Why? Because I have taken 1 year of leave because of my maternity things and all, right? So they have not increased anything. So with 4.16, I joined my MTech. So what will be my expectation after my MTech? I was thinking, okay, at least if I get 4.16 or 5, I will be happy. I was so scared. I was thinking I'll not get a job after MTech, right? People like they told me, okay, why you're doing MTech, what you will do, all of that things. So I just expected 5. Honestly, I told 5, and they just offered me 12 from their side. In 2016, I'm saying, are you getting? Why I was so dumb? And when I joined the company, I got to know that people are actually getting 14, 15 like that. In 12 also, what they have done, 8 fixed, 4 variable they get. Are you getting? My friends, same designation, same thing, they are getting 12 plus 4 or 12 plus 3. So who is the loser here? I. Why? Because I did not know the market. Data science was booming that time. I had 4 paper publication in journals, 4 journal publication, right? And I was a master in Apache Spark in 2015. That is the time where Apache Spark was booming. And I had 4 research publication in machine learning and Spark. So machine learning and Spark both are very, very, very high on demand. And I was a fool. I don't know the market. I was just an MTech student. I have no idea about the market. I just asked for 5 and I got, are you getting? So market skill, like negotiation skills are very important. When you go for any job role, you try to do a survey, ask people who are really working, go to LinkedIn, check their, like this person has checked, right? What is the salary and all. You should ping and check actually what is the salary they're offering. And you do not settle down for less, because once you join the company means hikes and all, you know, typical hike they will give you. So that's why I told you these figures. Is it clear? So that you will get an idea what is happening in industry. You should not be getting low pay, right? At least whatever is you are eligible, you should get that. This is my journey I'm sharing so that you will not be doing such mistakes like me. Right? What is my turning point? My turning point is GS. When I cracked GS, my salary I got hiked about something around 70%, 60 to almost doubled, right? You can say 100%. So let's say I'm getting 15, so I got 30 kind of thing. So it just got doubled. So this is the tracking. So in your career, you also should, and it's not a kind of, I'm not from IIT, I'm not from NIT. I am from a very, very basic, like simple college. My engineering is very much simple kind of. It's a very basic college from where I have done my engineering. It's not from IIT, NIT or something. Only thing is, in my masters, I have done some great things. Maybe because of that, they hired me. But what I'm saying is, in your entire life, you should crack 1 or 2 very good company, and that will be a turning point. So, are you getting? So, 1 or 2 company, if you crack, next company will be like once you enter into that good zone, right? Rest all calls you will get like good companies only. You will get good calls from all the good companies. So one time in your life you need to do that. That's kind of your turning point. Either you do a degree, or you do a course, or you dedicate some time for learning, right? Or you do some wonder. One time you need to click that. Whatever it is, one company you need to click. You should expect 50, 60, 70% hike. And from there, everything will fall in place. And this is not my journey. Every student, every people, if you ask in data science, definitely this will happen with them. In any one company, they will click and they will jump. 30, 40, 50% is very common in data science. Honestly saying, 30, 40, 50% hike is very common in data science. Are you getting? So because the domain is so vast, for example, I know language models. There are 99% data scientists, they don't know language model. I know language model, I know computer vision, I'm extra, pay me extra. So you can always demand. I know data science, I am expert in ML ops. I know Docker, I know Kubernetes, I know AWS, I know data science. I'm a software engineer, also I'm a data scientist. I'm irreplaceable. You can pay me 40%, 50% hike. Are you getting? So the domain is so vast, based on your knowledge, you can demand. And there is a role for everything that you're learning. Architect, they need everything. It's not only data science. Or maybe manager, you have to handle a huge team. So you should know data engineering, you should know data scientist. Are you getting? So what I'm saying is pay is not a, like, you can expect anything in this domain, 50, 60, 70, 80 also. My managers, directors are earning in 70, 80 with just in 10, 15 years of experience. They're not from IITs also. They just learn the skills. Are you getting? So that is, this domain is very much highly paying domain. Not only data science, data engineering, DevOps. These are the highly paying domain. Learn and then you can switch and you can kind of plan whatever you are kind of targeting, right? Anyways, sorry for so much talking, but I think this is really important when you go to industry. Many people will struggle here. They don't know what to ask for. If you are in 3.16, right? They will tell you 30% only I will give. That is not the correct thing. Industry is giving 10 to 15 lakhs for 3 to 6 years. So you should target, even though you are in 3.16, you should ask them for like 10 to 12 and you will get it. If you are skilled enough, you will get it because that is what is the industry standard for this particular job. Are you getting? Fine. Sorry
Yes,
if I hold you more than what you required, but this is really helpful. So I just don't want you to do any mistake like what I have done and maybe what my friends have done, right? You should be knowing everything before you enroll for any course. What is the scope of that course? After taking that course, what kind of job you will get? What kind of salary you will get? What is the future of that course? What are the skill sets required for that course, right? So everything you should be very clear. Okay, so let us connect tomorrow and we will continue with the installation part and other things. So demo sessions are over. Any further question, you can just ping me in the WhatsApp group once it is created, I can answer, or maybe after tomorrow's session is over, maybe 10-15 minutes, we can discuss your questions, right? Fine, thank you.
okay, ma'am. Yeah, thank you.